and TV show recaps. We review and read them too, as long as they're Black, Brian and Lamar hosting the show. Remain unbiased in case you don't know. Now you know. The number one official is out to the imagination. If you don't know, now you know.
Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you. And we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off.
Hey, you sure you good?
As long as I don't ever see her face to face again, I ain't gonna trip on none of it.
You know, I just don't want to see you, lose it. You end up doing something that you can't come back from.
Please believe me, I'm very conscious of every decision I make. I don't trust your ass.
You didn't trust us this whole time?
By no means do I take disrespect lightly. Apologize for your very disrespectful question.
Apologize for what?
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You got 5 seconds, or it's gonna get a hell of a lot more uncomfortable than it already is in this motherfucker.
Yo,
What's good?
we back. We're gonna try it out. We hope y'all watch it. If not,
Family business.
that's ironic as shit.
Hell yeah,
But we doing a show called Family Business. It's the spinoff. We're not doing the original. We're a little too late to be doing the original, and the original got hella episodes out already. But this is a spinoff, the New Orleans version of the Family Business.
New Orleans with what's it called? Big Mama's House 3. No, 2. You was in 2, right?
Yeah.
Brandon T.
No, he was in 3.
Okay.
Is there 3 of them?
I don't remember. I don't like the movies.
I only like the first one.
It's got Brandon T in it. Shit. Leela Rashawn, Michael Jai, a couple little cameos up in David Banner. Banner.
Yeah. And then it's funny because there's a couple of Tubi actors in there too.
Oh, really?
Kyle Kuzma's in there. You got Quincy Diddy's son is in there.
Yeah, basketball player.
Kyle Kuzma, he's in there.
Yo, I mean, no, you said Tubi, and then you said Kyle Kuzma. I was like, he played in a Talking movie before?
Oh no, I was saying the Tubi actors was working for David Banner, but then they also had Quincy, his son, and Kyle Kuzma.
You talking about TQ? Was he Tubi?
TQ, who the fuck is TQ?
TQ, West Side Till I Die.
Yeah,
that was
with the braids, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, remember he was in he's in Tubi. Actually, he in a lot of shit. He was in Tubi, and then I think he was in the Tyler Perry show that we had just watched. Yeah, was that Tyler Perry? Remember they for no reason, dudes started. It was like 2 dudes that had nothing to do with the show, but then they had like a romantic date, and we was like, "What the fuck? Like, why'd y'all even add that?" You remember that shit?
I'm trying to like remember his face in that shit. You're talking about Beauty in Black, right?
Was it that show?
Like the last thing we did, Tyler Perry. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I think Beauty in Black was with the girl was a stripper and all that, right?
Right.
Yeah. But then they had to do like this old dude for no reason. He just like he went on a date with this nigga with braids, and we just like, why'd y'all even? It was him though, but then he was also in some Tubi movies too.
Got you.
So he like coming up, and then like I said, Quincy, Diddy's son, and Kyle Kuzma.
So this is like nice
Get
little
Kyle Kuzma,
mesh.
get Kyle Kuzma real name for they think I'm. It's a female. She just look like Kyle Kuzma.
I thought you was real. I thought you was being serious. I was thinking in my head because I was like, "Is that Kyle Kuzma's the nephew?"
Yeah, the dart.
You talking about the daughter?
Not the daughter. She was with Quincy.
Are you talking
Remember
about?
at the club? Remember at the club the double cross when she was like, "Get that gun out my uncle's face."
Gotcha. I'm thinking you talking about the people at the end. Okay. Yes, the little murder. That's what you was talking about.
Little what?
People gonna be mad at us. All right, I'm just joking. I'm joking right now.
We're just joking, man. But anyway, it's called Family Business, New Orleans version. Let me ask you though, overall, watching that first, you only watched first episode.
Yeah.
Give me your overall thoughts on the pacing of the episode, of the storytelling.
Since this is a spinoff, I kind of feel behind. So it's just like when I'm watching it, I know that there's things that I don't know. I can kind of feel that. I don't know it's because I know, but I can kind of feel that something is off. Like why is this happening? Like the Daryl making love to the girl with the chicken foot. Like who is she and why is he doing this? And what does this matter for the show? So it's like the pacing is probably fine if I knew what was going on.
No, so the only reason I asked that is because this is an adaptation from a book. So the pacing is fast as shit. Like so it's like they literally took the book and like if you read these type of books, when stuff happens, it just happens. Like so it seems like it's fast, but that's how it is. Like even if you watch the first season on up, everything is kind of like a so and so got kidnapped. Okay, we found them. Okay, we're moving over here. It's like it's the pacing of a book.
Because in books they don't have much dialogue. It's like kind of telling you what's going on with pieces of dialogue. So that makes sense. I can see that. It's definitely not long. Nobody's long winded
at all. It's like we got to get to the point and keep moving. So it's like, and because I wrote these type of books, it's like my mind adapts to that. Normally I would be like if I didn't know about the book world, I'd be irritated as fuck. Like they just running through this shit. But it makes sense if you know they took it from a book and just put it out.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So like you said, we start off with we don't got to do shot by shot, but Brandon T. Jackson. I hate that he don't wear shirts in here, but he's like
that shirt and a blazer is insane.
On a plane.
This is like you just wake up and be just like, nigga, let me put on a blazer. I could imagine putting on deodorant and throwing on a blazer after. Just, no beater, no nothing. Just blazer.
But you sitting next to somebody on a plane with your chest out.
I'd have thought I'd have been like, hey, can I change my seat? Nigga was on a Spirit plane.
But so right off we jump in. We see the family's well off. Also from books too, like they don't explain much. So we see the family's well off, but then they act like they stress for money, but then they also act like they got the money. Like so you get a lot of that. Like so we kind of start off Brandon T. Jackson, he's in a mansion having sex, his mom walks in on him. So it's like, okay, they got money. They established that he lives there because he's like, what you doing on my wing of the house? So they all live together. Which is a thing they did in the original too. The whole family lives there. The father, all the kids, their spouses, their kids, everybody lives in the one mansion.
Right.
So they're doing the same thing here in New Orleans. So we find out David Brandon, we don't know it's David Banner's brothers yet, but he gets killed outside of the casino. So that's the jump off of the story. Who killed him and how and why.
So when Leela Rashawn comes in and says, like, is that David Banner's girl? Because he's like
that part we couldn't tell. Because I was watching it with my wife. It happens like so. Like I said, that's another thing that takes away from it. Stuff happens so fast that you can't really remember. Like I saw the girl's face. I heard what she said. Like, yeah, you know your husband. Knowing who your husband is, you know this is wrong. Right. And then she like kicks her out. But they don't linger enough for you to see or to remember who she is. They don't even give you a name. It's just like, what are you doing here?
Right.
So we don't know. And we had the same assumption as you. Like, damn, is that David, because when you see David Banner's wife later, we like, damn,
I think
was
it's
that
her.
her? You think so?
I think it is. It looked like her, and I felt like, okay, like knowing who your husband is, and it seemed like Brandon T. Jackson's character would do some shit like that.
Spicy shit. But also, the reason why I don't think it was her is because the interaction between her and Layla Rashawn at that point when she saw her at the beauty spa,
Yeah.
the reaction was almost respectful. But the interaction when she saw her at the house was like she was a little girl.
That's true. Because she was kind of scared of her when she was talking about like the bounty on the head or whatever. So I mean, that could have been it too. But ain't no telling. I'm gonna go back and look.
So if that is, I don't know. That was too quick to catch on. So we find out the guy kills. He dies. Nobody knows how. They saying suicide. It don't even logically make sense, but that's what they're saying. And then Brandon T. Jackson knows the deputy, the female deputy of the town. So she assists him in getting rid of the body. They happen to be by the lakes where there's alligators. So throw the body in the water, let the alligators eat them. And we're gonna say that's what happened.
You had to pay her 50 bands.
So so you saying that's the part that kind of throws me because it's like, are they wealthy? Are they not? He act like that 50,000 was hurting them.
It's like BMF. Remember they was just like come up with money, but they was broke.
Because the crazy part is he like and then she like give me half now, so he go in the glove compartment and grab the half right quick. So it's like you just carrying 20, 25 on you, but you stressed off giving her 50.
Yeah, you could tell that they like one issue away from probably being broke, but they got money coming in. But it don't seem like they got a casino, right? Like that's their business. So it's definitely money coming in, but it might not be probably super profitable. Maybe.
Also, on top of that, not only that. So in the original show, they got money. So the family that she's connected to, the ones at the end of the show where he wants to go see them, they got money, like balling out of control. And I think it's supposed to be connected because she keeps saying the family.
Yeah.
So that part is a little confusing. It's like you would think 50,000 is nothing to y'all. Y'all rich.
Yeah.
But they stressing like, 50. Oh, you kind of steep right now. And then even too later on, we see the mayor, who's the mayor from the other show too. He tells her y'all need to start upping y'all payments to 100,000 a month. So I don't know. That stuff it be happening so fast, it's confusing sometimes.
I mean, I felt like we kind of went past it, but the David Banner wanting to buy this club from this man. Do you know who this man is? This older man?
I don't think he's important. I think that was just to show how venomous David Banner is.
Got you. He was just like, I'm trying to get this to my son. It reminded me of this one movie with 50 Cent where bro shot his kid in the head and then shot him afterwards. I was like, man, that was like the most ruthless shit in the world that you could do. Like, you popped his son, like, nigga, now what? Nigga, who you gonna pass it over to? Nigga said,
Dude, I was about to say I hated that. Yeah. I would say I
was just like, oh my God.
When David Banner's ruthless, like we said, he tells him sign the papers to buy the club. The OG is like, I'm not selling to you. Your daddy was a good man. You an evil man. And David Banner kind of like, I gave you a chance. And then so that's when Kyle Kuzma, she's working for the old dude. So she pulls out the gun, points it at him like, take that gun off my uncle. And he's still like, I'm not selling the club. So David Banner just shoots his son.
I'm tired of these niggas like just entertaining the threat, right? Like when we was when we watched Den of Thieves and the dude just entertaining bro and he had the gun on him. Like you know who these niggas are and they coming in here. They coming in here. Why they got all these niggas with them? That's the first thing I would have thought. I got a shotgun. I'm letting off. As soon as I get in there. Now the girl might have killed me because she behind me, but I'm killing somebody dying.
Especially if my son is here. Yeah. And I'm talking big shit. I grab my son. I'm leaving it to him. Like, nigga, you gonna threaten? He is too deep in here.
Niggas just get that nigga a wrinkled check of $200,000. That shit had me rolling. He was like, here you go, old man. That shit like came out of his pocket. That shit was balled up. I would have knew something was wrong now. Like, oh, these niggas ain't gonna let me live.
I hated that though. I hated that screen.
I knew,
Because it
bro.
was like the son got killed, and he was just like, and then he was like, "Here, take the check, old man." And he takes the check. Then he slow spins around and goes, "Ah." It's like it hit him later on or something.
Like, you realize, nigga, this 200,000. But I think he forgot that his son had just died. He signed the paper or took the check. He was like, like, how you gonna explain that to anybody? Like, nigga shot my son. I took 200K. Like, you might as well die with him, bro. It's a
Might
wrap.
as well.
Yeah.
So of course, David Banner, because the old man charges him with a knife, with a fucking knife. The David Banner in there was 6 deep.
He knew he was just committing suicide at that point. He already knew.
Yeah, he knew that. And if you want to stab him, don't make no noise. Just run up behind him and stab him. But the old man make a scene. David Banner kills him. The guard is like, "Damn, I thought you was gonna let him leave with the money." Like, no, I got some poetic shit to say. I don't even remember what David Banner said, but he said some poetic shit. So that establishes David Banner is a cold-blooded killer
Yeah.
and a mob boss you don't want to fuck, because they said he's like the Godfather in New Orleans.
Which he plays pretty well usually in movies.
Yeah.
Something about that nigga is just villainous.
Yeah. Every time though. Every time of this Christmas, everything. He always that character.
He's a villain.
So now the police have to inform David Banner. This police lady is like too heartless with this information, because she shows up to his house to tell him about his brother, but it's like casual. She sit down, she eating what was those shit, the beignets. She's fucking the beignets up. She's like, "Yeah, your brother, he's in
dead.
With the parts that we found of him, he got ate by a crocodile." And David Banner kind of looking like, "What the fuck?" Like, you just
got me fucked up.
The David Banner at the one team.
He did. He did.
One team.
His wife was just like, "Oh my God, he was just at the movies." Shut your whole ass up. That's what I thought at the moment, because I thought that she was fucking on Brandon T. Jackson. Oh, shut your whole ass up.
Oh my God. But yeah, so David Banner's sad. And he kind of like don't know what to do, and at the same time he hates his brother. Like he didn't like his brother. Did you get the feel of that?
Are you talking about bro with the beard, TQ? Oh no,
the one that
got killed. Okay, you saying he didn't like his brother?
Yeah, I got the feelings he didn't like his brother in that scene.
Well, before she gave him the news, and like, what did my brother get into this time? It kind of just seems like he's just tired of his brother. Like, his brother getting into a lot of shit, probably more than he hate him. I didn't get that vibe, or he don't like him.
So Layla shot. Did you see the funeral in the first episode?
There was a funeral.
Okay, so that's second episode. Never mind, I ain't gonna talk about that.
Okay.
But Layla Rashad is in a panic, so she's like to Brandon T. Jackson, her son, like, "You got to leave the city until shit blow over." Basically, David Banner don't know who did it yet, but David Banner already put out 100,000 bounty. Like, anybody giving me information, I'm gonna give you this 100,000.
Yeah, and we already know that a nigga seen Brandon T. Jackson put a body in the truck, so that's kind of like a giveaway who gonna be the snitch.
Well, it was like 3 niggas that knew about it. Like, there was a total of what, three people who knew about it. The 2 black dudes and then the white dude that was there in the casino gambling with the brother.
Right. Yeah. But as far as like who removed the body, like, so the people that are in kind of knew what happened and where it happened. So it's like David Banner's already gonna go to them regardless. But the fact that like, they saw Brandon get rid of the body, like, that's like pretty much saying you did it at that point.
Yeah, but his thing was he had a bounty for all you got to do is give me any information. So they ain't even got to say who did it. They just got to say, yeah, he was at the casino.
Yeah, and they're gonna be. I can just see it now. Just like, my brother died in y'all club and y'all don't know nothing.
And that's how he be talking.
The nigga's gonna be just like, man, like, I didn't see it. I wasn't there that night. Well, show me the videotapes then. Like, he gonna be, show me the videotapes.
I can see him saying it. So like you said, she puts him on a plane. Because Brandon T's whole thing is like, oh, Pooch Hall. I forgot to mention Pooch Hall, who's dealing with the
Chicken
that
finger.
weird ass sex scene with the chicken lady,
I was like,
the chicken finger lady. I hated it.
I'm just like, I don't know. I think that's what really turned me up more than anything when I saw that. At first, I was just like vibing with it. I've seen worse shows, right? When
Yeah.
I saw that, I was just like, come on, man, don't do this to me right now.
But that's
Don't.
another book thing too. You're gonna get those sex scenes. I think because they couldn't really do it. I just didn't like the sound effects of him because he was like, I ain't like
I was
I ain't
like,
like the sound effect.
I guess I'm just not okay with the. I guess I got to see more of that character because I'm not okay with the eye tattoo, the teardrop tattoos, and the chicken foot on this lady. I was just like, oh, that's like a mockery to New Orleans, low key. Like, let's get the voodoo lady with the chicken foot and
I mean, it.
the little ring tattoo.
I
Like,
would say when you write these type of books, whatever city you're writing for, you kind of have to stereotype it, so it makes sense in a book world.
yeah,
Like,
you gonna
and then
put
he
me,
met this voodoo lady. Like, it makes sense
you
for
gonna
that.
you gonna put me on a lot of game with these because nigga watching this without knowing that information. What the
It's just the space you have to write a story and keep people locked in. Compared,
no,
because there's some stories where it's like you got time to draw it out.
yeah, that makes
With
sense.
these type of stories,
You gotta paint a
it's not.
picture.
Yeah, you want to paint a quick picture to keep people locked in.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? So it's like, but his sound effects of that sex scene was stupid.
yeah.
He was like, "Ooh."
So pretty much the last scene is him getting off on a plane.
Mhm.
His uncle ends up being the Michael Jai White character. What you said is like he's a part of the main series, right?
He's a part of the main family from the first family. The funny thing is, I didn't. Me and my wife started watching it, but we didn't get to the part where. So the first 3 seasons that we watched, he's in jail. Michael Jai White's in jail the whole time.
Okay,
But it's more like he's in jail by choice. So we don't know why he's in jail. Like I said, they got a lot of money. So he's damn near in jail by choice.
okay,
So seeing him here and he's free, it was just like, well, shit, well, he got out. But you could tell he's one of them niggas when you watch the first one, like nobody want to fuck with him type shit.
right.
Uh, I
Apparently, there's some drama going on in his neck of the woods too, to where he can't lend him
mhm.
everybody, but he can lend him the. I guess it's his daughter and his son, his older daughter and his son. Or was those
Yeah, no, that wasn't his kids.
those not his kids? Was his
Mm-mm.
nieces or nephews, or that's just his soldiers?
They are his cousins, I believe. And I'm only saying they're his cousins, I believe, because of how far I made it in the first one. Uh, they didn't really exist for what I made it in the first one, but I did see who their dad was in the first one.
I see.
So they're his cousin. His son was the light skinned kid that was with him
The
when he
little
had
boy,
opened the door.
because he was like Junior. He was like, I don't want
Yeah,
Junior.
that's
Junior got to stay here, but you can take
mm.
these niggas.
No. Junior is his brother. His Junior wasn't in there.
Oh, so Junior, he's not talking about his son when he says Junior.
Junior is his brother.
I see. Okay.
But I didn't like, and this is just book shit. I didn't like that Brandon T. Jackson went there for help, and he sent 3 niggas and their mama back with him. Like that was the help against an army. But if you watch the first whatever the fuck it is, the first one,
Mhm.
uh, they whoop ass. Like all the kids are like venom. They be taking out armies. They're like assassins, damn near when it comes down to it.
They got hands, so I get it. I kind of figured that. Like once he picked
Mhm.
both of them, I was like, oh, they probably, you know, got hands. They probably do all this weird, crazy action stuff that
Yeah,
can do.
yeah. So it makes sense. It makes sense if they are the type of characters that I've seen from the other ones in the family.
Yeah.
But he was just like, hey, we got an army. I need help. And then he's like, yeah, I'll send y'all. Send it and their mama. If I can, Thelma, or not Thelma from Good Time. What's her name from Good Time?
Uh,
Uh, uh, uh,
Penny.
it is Thelma.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Penny.
No, they mama that got on the plane.
Got you.
So, like I said, that's where it ends, right? The first episode,
That's it.
they end right there in that living room when he's hugging everybody,
Uh,
or when they get on the plane.
I think it's when it's on the plane. I think that was
Okay,
it.
okay. So, yeah, so that's where we're at. Like I say, it's once you adapt to the book writing format turned TV show, it makes sense. The pacing makes sense, and it's like you'll never get a dull moment because everything has to keep happening to keep you locked in.
Yeah. Yeah, my takeaways from this is like it just reminds me of like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the fact that a lot of people are into like these crime series, like dramas, like how like Power is and BMF is or whatever, because it feels like that. It's like a crime family, and they got an issue and they're gonna fix the issue. Then it's gonna be another person, but I don't know how it's gonna go because it's only supposed to be 8 episodes. So I mean, it might.
Yeah.
It's David Banner is just the first villain.
Yeah, I would say compared to BMF, it's like I'm glad this ain't a true story, but also it's not as ridiculous as BMF. The writing style is not as ridiculous. Just watching from the first one, from how far we watch, it's like it's quick, but it's not ridiculous shit that's happening. They're not superheroes like BMF.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen nobody fight, nothing. So I can't say nothing. Most ridiculous thing is Blazers with no shirts. So far,
Irritated the shit out of me every time. Every time, like, dude, put a shirt on under that. Cause what are you doing?
Yeah, Brandon T. Jackson gonna end up banging the white cup out at some point.
Well, she did say she had a crush on him in high school, so I could see it going there. Like, I don't know what Brandon T. Jackson wanted to do because he one of them down niggas now, like them Universal niggas. So he probably ain't going. I'm not touching no white woman in the.
You're gonna need her one day. She's gonna be like, well, I ain't got no more money. Well, you can get some of this snowflake. You're like, what? You know it.
You know what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's episode 1. After Brian watches episode 2, we'll be back to review that one. Hopefully y'all watching. Hopefully y'all watching.
Yeah, man. 15, 10, 20, hey.
Something, man. Something. Shit.
We digging for y'all. We digging in the crates.
We trying. Lord knows we trying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we at, man. Like, share, subscribe, talk back wherever. If you there, let us know below how y'all feel about this show and if you watching the episodes.
Peace.
And say something back to us.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.